Date is January 16th, and as customary, we do like to start all of our meetings with a prayer and a pledge, and we take turns here amongst us to conduct each month, and this month it is Councilmember Bloxham's turn, so I'm going to turn the time over to him.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm going to offer a prayer, and then I'll stand up and lead the pledge. Our Father in heaven, we're grateful for our many blessings. We're grateful to meet together as a governmental body today, and we ask you to please bless us as we discuss the things about in the city, that we may be able to act in a way it's good with our residents and pleasing to thee. We're grateful for the freedoms that we enjoy. We're grateful for all those who work on behalf of the city to help the city function and help our residents be able to live their lives and raise their families and do the things that life brings. We are grateful for all that we've been given. We ask this prayer in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. All right, if you want to stand and read the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilman Bloxham. Council, I'll bring it back to you. We do have several minutes to approve here, so if there's no corrections to them, then I would ask that one of you make the motion and please read the meeting and the date of the minutes, please.
Madam Mayor, I move that we approve the minutes of Layton City Council work meeting on November 7th, 2024, the minutes of the Layton City Council meeting December 5th, 2024, the minutes of Layton City Council meeting December 19th, 2024, and the minutes of the Layton City Council meeting on January 2nd, 2025.
Is there a second? Second. Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we'll move on to municipal announcements at this time, and I'm going to take a point of personal privilege here first, only because I think it's very appropriate. I've noticed in our audience here we have a former council member, Barry Flinton. Barry, thank you for joining us this evening. Yeah. Okay, with that then, Council, I'll turn it back over to you for any type of municipal announcements we have.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple family recreation or different recreation activities. One new program, we have a gem here, the Layton City Museum, the Layton Heritage Museum. A lot of work has been put into that over the last couple of years with a new curator and a lot of fun activities. One new program for some of the youngest residents in our city is called the Little Historians, and it will take place the second Wednesday of each month for 2 to 6 year olds. $10 per session per child, and this month or next month they will talk about the history of love letters. So
cool.
Being that month, and on that note, also a family favorite, the Valentine's Dance will be held on February 7th at Central Davis Junior High, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. There'll be refreshments, games, lots of fun for the whole family. Live music from, I think, our local punk band. Is it Mosh Pit Medics or something like that? Is that what they're called?
The old guys?
Yeah, our local wheelchair band will be there.
Midlife crisis, come on.
Right.
Announce them.
Well, I hate using the term midlife crisis because everybody looks at me like, how old are you? Yeah.
Well, we do appreciate you guys playing, and I know a lot of folks look forward to it year after year. So thank you to all the band members.
Yeah. We started it 20 years ago, and it's been a riot. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Okay, does anyone else have any announcements? I know we had several last meeting, but it is mid-January, so not a lot happening other than we love our Parks and Recs and the programs that they do as well as our museum. So I'm excited to see them. Tyson, just real quick, so everybody knows, announce the fact that that we've had an increase in visitors.
Yeah, as I mentioned, we have a newer curator in the last 2 years. Josie Newbold has done a really great job promoting not only promoting the museum, but really bringing in interesting exhibits, new activities like this one that was announced today. But numbers, I don't have them, the specific numbers, but by far increased the visits in 2023 this last year. So good things to see there. A lot of history in Layton. And I was actually in communication this week with the chair of the museum board, and they're looking at new exhibits that bring in the history of Layton. So it's really, really great. As I said, a great gym here in the city.
It is. And thank you very much. And once again, we're appreciative of the staff that we have here, and in particular, Jesse's ability to kind of pick up, because those are some big shoes to fill back when Bill Sanders was there. But speaking of nice exhibits and a lot of good that people do in our community, I'm excited for this next topic, which is item number 3 on our agenda, which is a verbal petition or presentation. And I understand we have a special presentation tonight that will be given to us from Miss Carol Merrill Clinton. So would you mind joining us up here and kind of explaining what you're doing here and the talent that you're sharing with us?
Yeah.
To put this in perspective, can you hear me? Okay, good.
Well, if you can, talking to the mic, and I failed to let you know this, but there's not as much attendance as back when Barry was here, but the fact is we live stream our meetings now, and so we do have a significant attendance there. So I want folks to know the personal dedication and opportunity that we have here to actually to see your talents, because I know that you've done a great job throughout the entire city, but this council and myself have not seen this yet, so it's going to be fun.
Well, thank you. I'm very passionate about appreciating talents that God gives me, and I feel like I'm better when I can share those talents with other people. And so several years ago, I started donating paintings to Layton Police Department, Layton Fire Department, Kaysville, Clinton, Farmington, just as a way of saying thank you for those people that serve our communities. And so this is Layton Park.
Oh, I'm going to take a picture.
I love it.
So this is
wow.
the Layton Pond, and painted this picture and felt, I love Layton.
Hopefully you guys will
I
share.
don't live in Layton anymore, but I absolutely love Layton and feel honored to donate this to Layton City to use in a way that you feel will work best, whether it's police department, fire department, whatever you think, and then just let me know where you donate it, because I would like to do that. And then in the process of thinking about that, Barry, there you go, is, is that I thought, you know what, because I've been given so much, and yes, I have exhibits and I have galleries and all that, but giving from my heart is far more important to me, and giving back to those people that serve others is more meaningful. So if there is an interest or a need for another painting, I brought a second one.
Oh, I love it. This is awesome.
And so this is, and I have to say
Wow.
that my husband Barry makes all the frames.
Oh,
And so this is a gift from both of us, not just from me. So it's our way of saying thank you so very, very much. Barry, there you go. Have to look at him.
Just take a picture of the frame.
So really, thank you so much for all the work and the effort and the time that you put in
Wow.
to serving Layton City.
Well, we really appreciate you sharing that talent, and I know that you've been a resident here for many years, even though you might not right now, but it speaks volume to exactly what actually kind of ties into what our previous meeting was about, is really appreciating your hometown and what you can do to help one another. So, Carol, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate all your past service, because I know you've helped a lot with, the Arts Council and the various exhibits we've had throughout the city. In fact, you were probably on the board that probably started that. Am I correct?
I was on the board. And I have such a love and a passion for Layton. It's where I raised my children. And we have beautiful memories here and beautiful people that we've associated with. And so thank you for letting me give back. I appreciate that immeasurably.
No, we appreciate it. And Barry, we appreciate your woodwork expertise there as well. So before you get down, I'm going to actually turn this back over to the council and let them make a comment here, because, this has been a first, and we appreciate it. We really do.
Very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. Does anyone else wish to comment?
I know those are paintings, but they look like pictures. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's...
I love Layton.
When you held that up, I'm all like going, oh my gosh. So, it's good to have people like you that are willing to share the gifts that they have, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm sure everyone else does too.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, that makes me want to walk out in the park on a warmer day than today. But that's awesome. Thank you. As I was walking in, I took a little longer walk around the corridors here and looked at some of the artwork that's been donated over the years. So I look forward to seeing where that ends up on the walls here in Layton. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we'll definitely let you know. Okay.
Would it be appropriate to ask you how long it took to paint that, or?
Well, I get asked that a lot, and a lot of it just depends.
Yeah.
This one probably took several weeks, to paint. But sometimes it just hits me. Sometimes that emotion just goes, and I can paint in a day, a smaller painting. But other times it might take me a long time, or I go back and I redo it again, and I go over it. And with the blessing of an oil painting, you can paint over things and correct your mistakes.
Well, just to thank you from me as well for your service and for the paintings, and Barry for your service on the council all those years. Just appreciate giving back. It's a blessing to the city. Thank you
so much. Appreciate that very much.
Well, I know the mayor mentioned that there's not a large audience here in person, but I couldn't help but wanting to give you an applause, because just the fact that you're able to, have this talent, and then, as you mentioned, it's God-given and you want to give back. And so even though there's not a lot of people here, there's an applause from me. I would give you a standing ovation. There's not a lot, but just from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate you for even thinking, of the city and saying, I want to give this to the city, because a lot of people will see us wherever we are and they say, thank you for your service. And I think, what do you mean? Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to serve. But when we have someone like you would come and, share such a gift with us, it's really heartfelt, and we really appreciate it. So thank you.
Very to me. Thank you very much.
Very much.
Yeah, I'll say that when I was a kid, I remember I was captivated by Bob Ross on PBS, because I was like, this guy can turn this painting into this blobs into this amazing. And I remember the trees. He would do the trees, and I tried it. It didn't work so hot for me when I tried it. And so I just am grateful. Thank you for sharing your talent. It's a piece of your soul that you can provide to other people. And I can see how important the creative endeavor is. I have a creative parts of mine. It's not painting, but I know what that feels like to share that with others. So thank you for sharing with the residents, and wherever we put it, it's going to be here for a long time. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And may I ask, signature? You signed them.
I did, Charles Dutton. Okay.
Thank you. With that, I definitely say we got to not just do a clap, but I think a standing ovation is appropriate.
And just so that you know, this is Tony Grove.
I was going to ask you, which
So
is
those of you that like Tony Grove, that's where this one is.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we'll allow it to be near Logan.
Oh, and I let the notice out of the pond,
It's a-
so I didn't there that day.
No, that's awesome. That is so cool, and I mean, so meaningful. I mean, 20 years, 50 years from now, who knows if that site's going to look like that. So thank you for capturing that history. It goes right along with what we're saying as far as we've got this beautiful museum as well, and it really speaks to the heart and soul of what Layton is about. And I do commend and reiterate everything that's been said here tonight. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
We really
so much.
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll now go down to our citizens' comment portion of our meeting. So this is the time when anyone who wishes to address this governing body, you're welcome to do so. We just ask that you state your name and address, or your name and what city you're from at the podium. And just please keep in mind that we don't engage in any type of deliberation back and forth, but we'll certainly hear everything you have to say and make sure we take action on it. Okay, seeing that there's no one here that has any citizens' comment, let's go ahead and go down to our consent item tonight. We do have one item on our agenda, and I'm going to turn the time over to our city attorney, Mr. Clint Drake, to present the information to us.
Thank you, Mayor. We went over this in work meeting, so I won't belabor the point too much. This is a franchise agreement between Layton City and Rocky Mountain Power. Pacific Corp is the parent company. They've had a long-standing franchise agreement within the city. It's set to expire here at the end of this month, and so they needed to renew it. We took the opportunity to review the agreement, make small changes to our previous franchise agreement just to modernize it a little bit since 1995. We've gone over the terms with you in the work session, with that, I just submit it to you guys for your approval, with the one question of whether or not you'd like to do the 5-year term, which is as written, or the 10-year term. If it's the 5-year term, then just a simple approval is great. If you'd like to do the 10-year, then just whoever makes the motion, just give us the discretion to put that 10-year term in there.
Okay. With that, council, I will open it up for any discussion or further questions you may have regarding this item. If not, then I'll entertain a motion, whoever would like to make it.
Just discussion, I guess. I'm, as I mentioned in the other meeting, I'm in favor of every 5 years. Things change, and not a bad thing to look at it in the future, I think.
Okay. Any other discussion? Would you like to make a motion?
Sure. I make a motion that we adopt Resolution 25-02, renewal of the franchise agreement between Layton City and Pacific Corp.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved in second that we adopt the document as written. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. That concludes our consent items, and actually it concludes all of our items on our agenda tonight, unless there's any unfinished business. If not, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
As they look over here, I make a motion that we adjourn.
Ooh, very professional tonight. Thank you very much. I acknowledge the second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, no opposed. Thank you very much. We appreciate everyone here. Carol, we appreciate it. And how about, can we get a picture with you? I was going to say, we need to now, meet down here and let's take a group photo. That's just an awesome gift to the city. So thank you. And thank you everyone for attending online.